Hey guys, welcome back to another video. It's Stephen here. Manchester City play Southampton tomorrow in the preview, so I'm going to be talking about that. My mic's just broke. See that there? Literally, as I was starting the video, it's just sheared off and when it rains, it pours, eh? So I literally have to hold my mic for this one. I'm so sorry, everyone. It's just absolutely broke off. So that's annoying. I got a broken mic arm now, which I spent a lot of money on, which is very, very, very annoying, eh? Anyway, welcome back to this video. City plays Southampton tomorrow after a week off, of course. I'm looking forward to this game. And today, of course, I'm going to preview it and chat about it and all that kind of stuff and try and predict what is going down. I'm looking forward to it as well, actually. I really am. It should be a really good game of football. And I've got a feeling it's going to be quite a memorable game of football. I don't know why. I've just got an instinct that City are going to be special tomorrow. I really do. This video, by the way, is sponsored by the wonderful people over at Circle. If you're not really sure what Circle is, well, it's a wonderful little kind of like live kind of like competition where you put money into a pot and you can potentially win. I'll bring it up my phone right now on screen and I'll show you and talk about how it goes. So basically, the more people join, the more the jackpot grows. And of course, it's one tomorrow. The max jackpot is 300 quid. I'll show you right now. I'm just doing it on my phone as I do it. Currently, there's only 10 people in there with the max jackpot as 30 quid. You can join for £3 by clicking the link in the description below. And how it works is every time an event happens, that circle shifts around. You see all these names here? Next to currently the Leeds fan right there is currently at the centre. But I'll click the rules in the top right hand corner there and you can see how it works. So the circle shifts around +1 space, for example, if there's a corner, -1 if there's a substitute. There's a goal in this one. There's a 20% payout for whoever's at the top, but it also moves +4. Then red card, -6, and etc., etc., etc. So it keeps shifting around. It's a really good, fun little game, basically. You can click the link in the description to get a good sign-up offer right now. And I'll be paying attention tomorrow during the watch-along as well. So if you want to get involved, a little bit of fun, basically. It's like a little kind of jackpot, kind of like what's the word? Sweepstake kind of game, which is really good fun. So enter it right now. I'm going to be working for Circle for a while, so give it a go. It's good fun, man. Don't forget, you've got to be 18 plus and based in the UK to enter. And tomorrow, of course, it's the goal gifter special with Southampton. So that should be really good fun. Fingers crossed one of you guys are going to win. It'd be really, really nice, wouldn't it? So good luck to anyone who does enter, of course. Let's jump over to obviously look at Southampton a tiny bit. Southampton, of course, right now, it ain't good, guys. They are 20th. It's a bad place to be, 20th. It's not the best place to play, is it? It really isn't. Dennis, I don't actually know Dennis, I don't know about the UK bit, mate, to be honest, mate. Sorry, I don't know that. Dennis, I'll just click the link in the description, mate, and give it a go and see what happens. We'll be testing it out live tomorrow anyway with you guys. So, the Saints currently are 20th. Things aren't looking very good for them, you know? Let's look at their recent form. They lost to West Ham. I mean, it's pretty bad going if you lose to West Ham at the moment. They drew, though, with Spurs 3-0, which ultimately sort of cost Conte his job. They lost to Brentford 2-0. They did get some weird team, man. They did get something against United. Beat Leicester. Lost to Grimsby. Lost to Leeds. Beat Chelsea. What a strange team they are right now, the Saints, because they do have quality. That's the thing about them. If we go back to the last game of this, that they played so far, they lost that day in a relatively even game. This is how they lined up. They had, of course, our boy Romeo Lavia, which I'll talk to you about in a bit, alongside Ward-Prowse with Armstrong and El Yunusi. At the back, they had Bednarak, Walker-Peters, Caleta, Carr, and Perud. Then Mara, of course, and Theo Walcott. Mara's the exact kind of guy who would score against us. And on the bench, they had Noah Dozie. I'm not sure if he's injured at the moment. And I know Juan Larios joined as well, and he's injured. In goal, of course, I've got Gavin Bazunu, the Manchester City player too. Let's have a look at the game before that when they drew against Spurs 3-3. Very even game that day. The Bazunu once again, Bednarak, Bella Katchap. I don't know if he's available. I'll have to do a quick check with that. Theo Walcott, Shea Adams. Walcott is the kind of guy who he used to give us trouble with his pace and all that, so I wouldn't be surprised. And as Mark said, they have beaten us in this season, League Cup or not. They knocked us out in the League Cup, which was a very, very frustrating moment. If anything, I would say that moment, let me go back to it, was sort of like a line in the sand moment for this Manchester City side, because we were dreadful that day. And it was a day where we tried a bunch of things and we didn't really work. We played Cancelo at right back, Palmer was in field, with Calvin Phillips. It felt like a day that Guardiola lost an awful lot of frustration with this Manchester City side and things needed to change. So in many ways, as much as they cost us our beautiful Carabao, you sort of got to thank him for that, because there are, things changed around quite a lot after that. So I'm hoping that will be a way for us to kind of get revenge tomorrow, basically. I'm expecting City to be really up for this. Guardiola right now is in the players' heads, and you look at our form, it's fantastic. We've scored 17 goals in the last 3 games. Stupid. 17 in the last 3, a 4-1, a 6-0, a 7-0, a 1-0, a 2-0, a 3-0, a 4-1. We're in really good form. We've won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in a row at the area, and I apologise if it is. I don't know what's going on there. It should be back. Fingers crossed it's back. But sometimes the internet does that, I'm back. Am I good? Fingers crossed I am good. Fingers crossed you can all hear me now. Did it cut out? Let me know if it did. I'm not sure if it did or not, but fingers crossed it didn't. But yeah, this game tomorrow is going to be really interesting. Guardiola, of course, as always, was busy. He was busy, in the press conference. I'll go over to his quotes. He talked about Haaland. He said he trained the last 2 days really good, so he will be ready. The big man is back. And of course, I expect him to be involved in the team, which we'll get onto in a bit. He said, Bayern Munich is my last thought. I guess someone asked him if he needs to play ahead of the Bayern Munich game. I don't think he cares. He did say, though, about this game, if we drop points, Arsenal will be Premier League champions in advance. If we win, we might be champions on the last game of the season. This is what is going to happen. Look, it's interesting that Guardiola is not playing this down at all. He's saying we have to win every single game. And I think he means it. And you know what? He might be right. He absolutely might be right, because this Arsenal side are relentless. And they are riding the crest of a wave. And it's a beautiful wave, man, with golden beach, beautiful blue water and blue skies. It's the most beautiful wave that Arsenal are on right now, and good on them. They're playing really good football, so we have to win every game. And Guardiola did talk about Southampton. He's right. He said Southampton have always been so tough there. The game we made 100 points in the Premier League, they were much better than us, and we'd drawn before. It's tough, and I have a feeling tomorrow won't be an exception. Yeah, they're fighting for their life, and look, everyone talks about it's been an easy game, but when you're fighting a team who are potentially down for relegation, you got to consider every potential scenario, and they're going to be up for it, man. I wish we'd say it's easy, but it isn't going to be guaranteed. I still can't believe my mic broke. I'm furious about that. I just fucking life, everything breaks, everything costs money, doesn't it? Guardiola was asked about being a benefit to playing before the challenges. He said, I don't think so. When we had the title race at Liverpool, we sometimes played before, sometimes later. We have to win our games. And he's probably right, actually. The only advantage if we ever get to go level with points or anything like that. Until that moment, I don't see it being an issue. He did talk about Romeo Lavia, which is interesting. He said, I'm really impressed with what Lavia has done at Southampton and he's doing. We have an incredible opinion of him. We fought to keep him, but we thought we couldn't give him enough minutes like he has at Southampton. Romeo Lavia is a man that I absolutely love. I think he's a beautiful footballer, a wonderful player, and one that I would be very happy to see back in a Manchester City shirt if Calvin Phillips moves on. I think there's a good argument to say maybe he should have stayed, but at the same time, you don't really know. It's easy as captain hindsight for to sit here and go, he should have stayed and all that kind of stuff, but you don't really know if a player is going to, develop and become a first-team footballer until they've actually done it. And he was never going to play that many minutes in Manchester City as he's got at Southampton. And maybe the game time and the I guess the confidence shown in him and knowing that he'll be in the team week in, week out is what he needed. It's easy to sit here with hindsight and go, he should have been playing, but the chances are he would have been sat on the bench behind Rodri most weeks, and he might not be as highly regarded as he is now. He could have been fine, but maybe not. It's easy as captain hindsight to say that. But what we do know now is that he's got a 40 million buyback. And Phillips has had a bad start. He could be moved on potentially. And if so, and we need a young, eager player who can be versatile and learn under the best coach in the world, Romeo's the man for me. I would say bring him back. There's a great quote here, by the way. On a secret on Never Been Sacked, he said, I will tell you a secret. We win games. That big dick energy from Guardiola there, man. It's ridiculous. Yeah, absolutely ridiculous. He said, if we don't win games, I would be sacked. It's not because my hair is better than the other ones. I'm not sacked because we win a lot of games. And he's also, he's bang on true, isn't it? You can't really argue that. When it comes to the actual team, I'm going to type with one hand here, so it won't be easy. Eddie, we know he's going to go in goal. I can't be arsed right in. I've gone for this formation again because I think it's going to be this formation. Whether you like him or not, Akanji is going to play there. Oh, I spelled it wrong. You'll have to just... Oh, bloody hell. Akanji will play. I don't see many changes. Does anyone else see many changes? One-handed type in here. Diaz will play there. You could see Laporte come in, but I don't think we will do. I think it'll be Ake there. I think Stones is going to play again. I think Rodri is going to play again. KDB is going to play again. Gundo. Maybe Bernardo though, man. Maybe Bernardo here. What do we reckon? What we're doing on the other hand, I'm holding the mic because it's just broke. So, see that wipe it there. It sheared off. It just broke off there. I'm very annoyed. Potentially, Haaland's definitely playing, by the way. He's absolutely 1,000,000,000% playing. And I think that's maybe harsh on Alvarez, but it's, at the same time, it's not. Grealish is 1,000,000,000% playing. And I think Mahrez does, personally. Because I think Mahrez was excellent the other day. And with Foden out, I think he deserves to start. I don't think he dropped Mahrez after his performance the other day. Bernardo could come in here. But at the same time, I think it'd be this. I think there'll be... Is that an unchanged team? I think Guardiola's not going to change the team. You could see Laporte come in for maybe Ake. It could be that. Yeah, I think Laporte could potentially come in for Ake as a bit of a change, and Bernardo maybe could come in for KDB or Gundo. But I think it's going to be a relatively unchanged team. I just can't see Guardiola changing it right now. I don't know. My instinct is that at this stage of the season, and I think it's because we just had a week off as well. So I reckon he's going to... Oh, it's not an unchanged team, is it? Haaland's in. I'm sorry to Alvarez there. And I don't think Alvarez deserves to be dropped on the bench, but I just think Guardiola's going to play Haaland because Haaland is Erling Haaland, and it's the level that we're aiming for these days. It's the highest of the highest, isn't it? It's just a stupidly high level, and I feel sorry for him, but, you know, this is just football, isn't it? It's just football, my friend, and that's what if you want to be the best, you got to beat the best, and Haaland is the best currently. Edward reckons KDB could be benched. You know what? It could be. It could be that Silva, you know, is here. Bernardo could be there, you know. I put a question mark. It could be that Bernardo comes in and KDB be benched. I wouldn't be surprised about that for the Bayern game. It's not the worst shout. I think Gundo is going to play. By the way, I would suspect Guardiola... I think Guardiola will go out for a victory and hopefully get a 3 goals and then take off KDB and Gundo and Haaland and maybe even Diaz. Maybe Stones and Rodri. I think he'll do that. I think he'll go out for the win and try and win it nice and early. And I suspect he might have a little luck with that. Look, this game is big. It's really big. Look, when do Arsenal play? Let's have a look. Let me go to the table. Arsenal play Sunday. So you would hope we'd be 5 points behind. Then Liverpool right now, like, they are a weird team, Liverpool. All I'm hoping is that after the humbling against us and the boring Chelsea game, that back against Anfield, they can make it, you know, a couple of players rested as well for them, like the midweek against Chelsea. I'm hoping that, you know, they just turn up for this game, and if they're going to turn up for any game, it would be this one. It doesn't mean they will do, but this is a chance for them to make a statement, and maybe Arsenal could drop some points. I don't think so. I think Arsenal will beat Liverpool, but it's not going to be easy for them, man. It'd be very interesting. As Tyrone said as well, let's win our game first. I don't think we're going to win this, by the way. My prediction is I think City are going to be excellent. I'm going for like a 4-1 or something like that again, maybe. I don't think we'll concede, actually. I think we'll be defensively really solid. I'm going to go for a 4-0 victory. I can see this City team right now. There's just something about them, man. Like, I think the shape that we've got at the moment, the confidence that we got, and the way that we're playing, it's just really refreshing. Defensively, it's so solid. Ake, Diaz, man. Rodri and Stones and Akanji, it's just a solid back line, and Edison, you know, will sweep up as they try and counter with Walcott. The midfield has found its confidence again. You know, Gundogan, De Bruyne, Bernardo is back in form if he comes in. Mahrez was excellent against Liverpool. Grealish is just on fire. Haaland, Alvarez, you can't really lose whoever you choose there. What a super chat here from Risen Perez saying, what's the lyrics for You'll Never Walk Alone? Why do you want me to sing them, man? This is a City channel. It's actually, do you know what? It's a controversial opinion. It's a tune. And not because of Liverpool. Like, it's just a good tune. It really is. Walk on with hope in my heart and you'll never walk alone. I don't know the lyrics to all of it. I'm not good with lyrics. I don't know you, mate. But Mason, you can go find out yourself, man. You can go and find out yourself. But thanks for the super chat. I don't really know, man. Fully. It is a tune. It's Jerry and the Pacemakers, isn't it? It's an absolute tune, to be fair. Da, 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 da. But Blue Moon's a tune as well, so it's all good. But basically, no, I meant tomorrow's Liverpool. Oh, I get you, mate. As in, oh, I'm sorry, Mason. I mean, he means we're gonna sing. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm tired. Parenting. Yeah, I'll be belting out fucking anthem come Sunday. We're all Liverpool on Sunday. I absolutely agree. I'll be supporting Liverpool on Sunday, which is a wild thing to say. I'm going for the 4-0. I'm going for the 4-0. And of course, something you will, if you want to join and get involved in the goal gift special over on Circle and get involved in that jackpot, it'll be good fun. Fingers crossed you guys will be involved there. Click the link in the description. Get involved, man. Drop a few quid and hopefully get involved in the sweepstake. It's really good fun. And I'll be paying attention to that tomorrow during the watch along to see who's taking that money. Guys, thanks for watching this preview. Let me know your predictions down in the comments below. Give this video a like and subscribe to the channel. I'll be back tomorrow for a watch along. I'm looking forward to it. Love you all loads. Up the Blues. Come on.